Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing Tea Street. Today's mug, he has made everything beautiful in its time. I wanted to, elongate that sentence because today's topic is around that. Today's topic, don't skip the process of transitioning seasons. I don't know about you, but I used to dread fall, which is my favorite season because it reminded me that winter was coming. Just like I sometimes dread Sunday, which is one of my favorite days because it's a day of rest. But I dread it because I call it pre Monday. So I had to start really doing a mind shift to get to the place where I could appreciate fall and really love the sweaters and the colors and all the things that I love about fall and the coziness and the hot coffee and all the things so that I could get to enjoy it and not kill it because I knew that it meant winter was coming. So today I want to talk about the topic, don't skip the process of transitioning seasons. We have transitions in our lives that take us from one season of life to the next. And sometimes the seasonal transitions are difficult because we spend our time holding on to the past season. So the first thing we have to do is we have to recognize the change. We have to recognize that a new season is upon us. Every season begins with a sign. The sign could be subtle. Like for fall, we know that it's becoming fall because it gets darker sooner. That's the first sign for me. Things aren't the same anymore. I don't know in your life. Maybe the job that used to be the perfect fit for you now feel a little tight. It's not the perfect fit anymore. Or maybe the relationship that used to feed your soul now drains your soul. In nature, when the leaves start to change colors, it's not because it's chaos, it's because it's a signal that the leaves are soon going to fall and in preparation for winter. The tree doesn't panic, it just prepares itself. And so we have to do the same thing. In the same way, we got to recognize what are the things in life that are signaling that something in our life is about to shift or about to transition or change. Sometimes we hold on to an expired season so long that out of fear and comfort that we hold on to it till we choke the life out of the transition. But if we stay in the winter when spring has already arrived, we'll miss the things that's meant to grow. When winter lingers too long, it starts to kill some of the buds on the flowers. Or like we'll think we're in spring and the season starts, the flowers start to bloom, and all of a sudden the flower is dead because we got a late snow that we didn't even know about. So we've got to recognize the change and prepare for it. Good morning, Val, and recognize that the change is coming. That's the first thing. The next thing, we've got to release what no longer fits. Now, I don't know about you, but as the seasons change, one of the things that my sister taught me, because she is literally an avid practitioner of transitioning one season of clothing, because sometimes I'll keep some seasons. I'll wear some summer stuff in the fall and some fall stuff in the winter. But my sister is regimented in changing out her clothes and the seasons of those clothes. It's not the going from one season to the next of clothes that bothers me. It's that before I put my summer stuff up, there's some stuff that didn't fit me this summer. So whether I'm going to gain weight or lose weight, it probably isn't going to fit me next summer. But what do? I start to put it in my container because I'm trying to pack it away for the next season. When you got to learn how to release what no longer fits. When a when a tree starts to shed its leaves, it doesn't try to hold on to them. It releases it. It doesn't release it because it's dying. It releases it because it's making room for new growth. The the next season, new leaves are coming. But if those old dying leaves stay on the tree, those are the things that block new leaves from coming forth. So whatever it is in your life that no longer fits you, you got to let it go. Because if you don't let it go, there's no room for the new things in you that are supposed to come forward. So you got to learn how to let go. Me, I started to ask God, what am I holding on to that you told me to release? because I want to be able to have the space and the capacity to receive all the good new stuff. Guess what? When I got rid of old clothes, it gave me room in my closet to buy some new clothes. That was my incentive for letting go of some old stuff, is that if I let it go, when summer came again, I could buy some new stuff. That, y'all, was revolutionary for me. The next thing we have to do is we have to rest while we are being renewed. We got to rest. Good morning, Jackie. We got to rest while we're being renewed. There's a transitional season. And what we're tempted to do is just run out of a season into the next season. But can I tell you that running doesn't allow you to fully develop in the season of transition? None of us like transition because it's not comfortable. But my greatest growth and your greatest growth doesn't lie in season to season. It lies in the transition between the seasons. It's uncomfortable for us because it's not clear, and we want to see everything clearly. We want to know what is coming, and it's in that transitional part that we cannot see, where it's so uncomfortable. But when we learn from a spiritual perspective, when we learn to rest in our uncomfort or in our discomfort, that's really the word. When we learn to rest in our discomfort, it's in that season, y'all, that God gets to do his best work in us. So instead of rushing through the process of transition, take a breath and rest in it. Trust what looks like delay may not at all be delay. It could simply be development. So if you want to go through the process of transitioning seasons, recognize that the change is coming. There are signs, y'all. Even if we're talking about the change of life, there are signs. Your body hot when it shouldn't be. Release what no longer fits so that you can make room for some new stuff. And finally, rest while you're being renewed. I'm the Amazing T Street. Y'all know what? There's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. But whatever you do, whether it's fall or life, don't skip the process of transitioning seasons. Have an amazing week.